If you say, but we knew nothing about this, does not he who weighs the heart perceive it? Does not he who guards your life know it? Will he not repay everyone according to what they have done? Saying 26. Eat honey, my son, for it is good. Honey from the comb is sweet to your taste. Know also that wisdom is like honey for you. If you find it, there is a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off. Saying 27. Unless, they come up with another plague or some shit. Saying 27. Do not lurk like a thief near the house of the righteous. Do not plunder their dwelling place. For though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again. But the wicked stumble when calamity strikes. Saying 28. Do not gloat when your enemy falls. When they stumble, do not let your heart rejoice, or the Lord will see and disapprove, and turn his wrath away from them. Saying 29. Do not fret because of evildoers, or be envious of the wicked, for the evildoer has no future hope, and the lamp of the wicked will be snuffed out. Oh man, I could spend a day or two in these people's reality. Saying 30. Fear the Lord and the king, my son, and do not join with rebellious officials, for those too will send sudden destruction on them, and who knows what calamities they can bring. Further sayings of the wise. These also are sayings of the wise. To show partiality in judging is not good. Whoever says to the guilty, you are innocent, will be cursed by peoples and denounced by nations. But it will go well with those who convict the guilty, and rich blessing will come on them. An honest answer is like a kiss on the lips. An honest answer is like a kiss on the lips. Put your outdoor work in order, and get your fields ready. After that, build your house. Do not testify against your neighbor without cause. Would you use your lips to mislead? Do not say, I'll do to them as they have done to me. I'll pay them back for what they did. I went past the field of a sluggard, past the vineyard of someone who has no sense. Thorns had come up everywhere. The ground was covered with weeds, and the stone wall was in ruins. I applied my heart to what I observed, and I learned a lesson from what I saw. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man. More Proverbs of Solomon. These are more Proverbs of Solomon, compiled by the men of Hezekiah, king of Judah. I don't know. It is the glory of God to conceal a matter, to search out a matter is the glory of kings. As the heavens are high, and the earth is deep, so the hearts of kings are unsearchable. Remove the dross from the silver, and a silversmith can produce a vessel. Remove wicked officials from the king's presence, and his throne will be established through righteousness. Do not exalt yourself in the king's presence, and do not claim a place among his great men. It is better for him to say to you, come up here, than for him to humiliate you before his nobles. What you have seen with your eyes, do not bring hastily to court. For what will you do in the end, if your neighbor puts you to shame? If you take your neighbor to court, do not betray another's confidence. For the one who hears it may shame you, and the charge against you will stand. Like apples of gold in settings of silver is a ruling rightly given. Like an earring of gold or an ornament of fine gold, it is the rebuke of a wise judge to a listening ear. Like a snow-cooled drink at harvest time is a trustworthy messenger to the one who sends him. He refreshes the spirit of his master, like clouds and winds without rain. Is one who boasts of gifts never given. Through patience a ruler can be persuaded, and a gentle tongue can break a bone. If you find honey, eat just enough. Too much of it, and you will vomit. Seldom set foot in your neighbor's house. Too much of you, and they will hate you. Like a club or a sword or a sharp arrow is one who gives false testimony against the neighbor. like a broken tooth or a lame foot is reliance on the unfaithful in a time of trouble, like one who takes away a garment on a cold day, or like vinegar poured on a wound, is one who sings songs to a heavy heart. If your enemy is hungry, give him food to eat. If he is thirsty, give him water to drink. In doing this, you will heap burning coals on his head, and the Lord will reward you. Like a north wind that brings unexpected rain is a sly tongue, which provokes a horrified look. Better to live on a corner of the roof than share a house with a quarrelsome wife. Like cold water to a weary soul is good news from a distant land. Like a muddied spring or a polluted well are the righteous who give way to the wicked. It is not good to eat too much honey, nor is it honorable to search out matters that are too deep. Like a city whose walls are broken through is a person who lacks self-control. Like snow in summer or rain in harvest, honor is not fitting for a fool. Like a fluttering sparrow or a darting swallow. An undeserved curse does not come to rest. A whip for the horse, a bridle for the donkey, and a rod for the backs of fools. Do not answer a fool according to his folly, or you yourself will be just like him. Answer a fool according to his folly, or he will be wise in his own eyes. Sending a message by the hands of a fool is like cutting off one's feet or drinking poison. Like the useless legs of one who is lame is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. Like tying a stone in a sling is the giving of honor to a fool. Like a thorn bush in a drunkard's hand is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. Like an archer who wounds at random is one who like an archer who wounds at random is one who hires a fool or any passerby. As a dog returns to its vomit, so fools repeat their folly. Do you see a person wise in their own eyes? There is more hope for a fool than for them. A sluggard says, "There's a lion in the road. A fierce lion." Oh, yeah. A sluggard said, "There's a lion in the road. A fierce lion roaming the streets." As a door turns on its hinges, so a sluggard turns on his bed. A sluggard buries his hand in the dish. He is too lazy to bring it back to his mouth. A sluggard is wiser in his own eyes than 7 people who answer discreetly. Like one who grabs a stray dog by the ear. Like one who grabs a stray dog by the ears is someone who rushes into a quarrel not their own. Mind your business, in other words. Like a maniac shooting flaming arrows. Instead of reading the Bible, we should just have we should be related to the military. We just skip all this shit. Wouldn't have to read one page of this fucking 2,000-page book. Like a maniac shooting. Like a maniac shooting flaming arrows of death is one who deceives their neighbor and says, "I was only joking." Without wood, a fire goes out. Without gossip, a quarrel dies down. As charcoal to embers and as wood to fire, so is a quarrelsome person for kindling strife. The words of a gossip are like choice The words of a gossip are like choice morsels. They go down to the inmost parts. Like a coating of silver dross on earthenware are fervent lips with an evil heart. Enemies disguise themselves with their lips, but in their hearts they harbor deceit. Though their speech is charming, do not believe them, for 7 abominations fill their hearts. Their malice may be concealed by deception, but their wickedness will be exposed in the assembly. Whoever digs a pit will fall into it. If someone rolls a stone, it will roll back on them. A lying tongue hates those it hurts, and a flattering mouth works ruin. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. I don't know, I'm not a preacher. I'm totally inexperienced, you know what I mean? I barely read, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why in the hell I'm wasting time reading the Holy Bible. That's what they call it, right? The Holy Bible. But I'm here, you know what I mean? Reading the Bible. And I can barely contain myself. All the miraculous things that's happening to me right now, you know what I mean? The Lord has come into my life and made it a living motherfucking hell. And it's not getting any better, and it won't get any better because, you know what I'm saying, coronavirus, COVID-19 in this book, you know what I mean? Life ain't shit, man. You're born, you live, you die, the end. Nothing fancy about this shit. Let someone else praise you, and not your own mouth. An outsider, and not your own lips. Stone is heavy, and sand a burden. But a fool's provocation is heavier than both. Answer is cruel, and fury overwhelming. But who can stand before jealousy? Better is open rebuke than hidden love. Wounds from a friend can be trusted, but an enemy multiplies kisses. One who is full loathes One who is full loathes honey from a comb, but to the hungry, even what is bitter tastes sweet. Like a bird that flees its nest is anyone who flees from home. Perfume and incense bring joy to the heart, and the pleasantness of a friend springs from their heartfelt advice. Lord, please save my soul. You know, for $500, you can go to a goddamn abortion clinic and rip that motherfucker out. And, you know what I mean? If it's a big enough fetus, you stab that motherfucker in the head. That's how they kill it. You know what I mean? These fucking babies and shit. But God loves us, you know what I'm saying? Jesus came to the earth to die for our sins. You know what I mean? In this lovely, lovely, God-fearing world that we live in. $500, you can fuck your bitch raw, and she's irresponsible, and you a fuck up, convicted felon. She see the writing on the wall like old Daniel in the Book of Daniel. I think that's right? Book of Daniel? Okay. You don't need to be no fucking dream teller. You don't need nobody to interpret that shit. Fucked up felon. Irresponsible, lazy bitch. Mate. Conceived child. Future felon. You know what I mean?